Okay, so this video is going to cover the map in the Cockroach, Copper and Cows game. Mexico is split into 7 provinces in the game, each of which would be a separate map, but I think we're only going to use 5 of them because one of them's a bit barren and there's not room for the other one because the map's too big. But anyway, this one is the north central area as it shows at the top. Each province is an aggregate of a number of real world states. Here the states are Chihuahua, which you can see in the middle there, and Durango down here. The pink line there in the middle of that map of the screen shows a state boundary, and it's just for reference really. People's biographies will mention where they come from, what states they're from, so you'll be able to look, you'll be able to figure out a bit from that. The area of Chihuahua is about the same as the area of Britain, so the map's pretty large. The US border is at the top of the map. There's a red line you can see going across the border from left to right. It starts off straight and then turns into Rio Grande and gets wiggly. So towns north of that, towns and areas north of that are in the USA. The map is split up into a whole load of areas, either round wilderness areas like this, or square towns like this one. They're all linked together by trails, which you can walk along or ride your horses along, and there are rail lines like these which link towns together, but pass through the wilderness without stopping, because you need a base in a town to actually operate trains from. The areas, the wilderness areas, come in a number of flavours based on the terrain in them. Here in the north we have mountainous terrain, which is this brown halo, and desert terrain, which there is plenty of, which is this tan colour. Over on the floor in the Yucatan Peninsula we have the other terrain types. On the left, the light green glowy one is cultivated terrain. In the middle, the mid-green is mixed terrain, and on the right there is jungle terrain with the other glowy aura. The terrain only affects how hard to find you are if you go and try and hide in the wilderness and try to track you down. It's harder in jungle and mountain and easier in cultivated terrain to get found. The border of the areas has an impact, well, has some meaning. The blue bordered areas are in the USA, so if you go there you're trespassing and will be chastised, I expect, by the Americans. A blue city is a blue box is an American town or city, so it has no interest, whereas the ones with pictures in are Mexican ones. This is Ciudad Juarez, a little garrison. It has a green border, which indicates that it is called a port, or which covers both ports and American border posts, like this one, because there's no sea for miles. Ports generally have an income, which is customs revenue and gambling and general cross-border traffic, and whereas normal towns like this one here, Casas Grandes, has no income on it and isn't very interesting, really, concerned by Orozco at the moment, it seems. The other thing you find in the wilderness, which is very exciting, is industry. So here we have a cattle ranch owned by Villa, and here we have a copper mine, which is still owned by whoever originally owned it. They have a flag on them, which shows whether they're Mexican or US owned, or theoretically it could be somewhere else, but those are the overwhelming majority. This is a mine which has a black dashed border, and that covers all sorts of mines and other extractive industries like oil wells. They're all called mines for some purposes. And the other one up here is a hacienda, which has a sort of golden yellow border, a solid golden yellow border, and that covers any kind of agricultural industry. The only function that has is certain people have abilities that relate to one type of industry or the other. I cannot now. Oh, the other thing I always forget about, because it's my 8th take, about the map is cross-map links. So this map shows that over here is the northwest, and over there is the USA, but that's not very interesting. And this trail link here leads to I on the northwest, and down here we've got one that leads to J on the northwest. So because the map should be laid out geographically, it should be quite easy to find where you go if you jump off the edge of a map. And I think that's it for maps. So see me later for something else.